Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you to daily PIB analysis videos. These videos they come in the evening both in Hindi and English language, and in the morning the Hindu editorial analysis videos they come both in Hindi and English language. So I always expect your comments and your reviews of these videos, and please share them. And you people are our brand ambassadors, and today is 23rd of January, and about the pen drive courses by StudyIQ, one of the most important help for your exam season, and sit at your home and prepare for these examinations. Okay, whatever examination you are appearing in, and these courses are created by experts, and they are going to immensely help you. Next, the MCQs that I gave to you yesterday, Adi Mahotsav, as I told you, Tribal Affairs Ministry with TriFed, they organize these Adi Mahotsav, and it's a very important platform for the artisans from tribal communities, and more than 40,000 were the beneficiaries of these Mahotsav, and 5 local level Adi Mahotsavs are going on, and they will keep going on till March 19. Okay, so remember this: Ministry of Tribal Affairs plus TriFed. So C is the answer here. Next, regarding the VPAT machine, that only ensures that the button you are pressing here, the vote is going for the same party. So that is the confirmation which is done by VPAT machine. Otherwise, in the final counting, it has no role, and it is not working as a totalizer machine. Totalizer machine is a different machine that mixes these ballots, and that is a demand for a totalizer machine for Election Commission of India, but till now they have not allowed it. Okay, so this option would be wrong, and we are not importing it from Japan or any other country. In India, Bharat Electronics Limited and Electronic Corporation of India Limited, these two PSUs, they are manufacturing these machines in India only. So D, none would be the correct answer here. Third, the CERC, as we discussed yesterday, it's a statutory body, so that's why this option would be wrong, and it regulates the electricity tariff in India. That's perfectly correct. Okay, as I told you, these are established under the Electricity Act 2003, and the other body was CEA, Central Electricity Authority. That's also a statutory body. So both are statutory bodies and established under these acts. That's why we call them statutory bodies, and only 2 would be the correct answer here. Now the data from Prime Minister's office, that PM has inaugurated Subash Chandra Bose Museum at Red Fort. Today itself, he inaugurated on the 122nd birth anniversary of Subash Chandra Bose. You see, now total museums in the Red Fort are as 4, and all these 4 museums named as Kranti Mandir. Other 3 are Yad-e-Jalia Museum, which is giving a glance of the Jallianwala Bagh Hatyakand. Okay, and the museum on 1857. That's again important, and Drishya Kala Museum in Delhi. So Rabindranath Tagore and other personalities, their influence you can see, and their artifacts and their creations you can see in these museums. So these all will be called Kranti Mandir now. Okay, and some important personalities were remembered. You see, the Colonel Prem Sehgal, Colonel Gurbakh Singh Dhillon, and Major General Shahnawaz Khan were 3 people who and their trial happened on Lal Killa before independence, and those were the famous INA trials, and they created a huge impact on Britishers, and they were totally forced after this INA trial incident to leave India. So major decision came after this particular trial, and those were so controversial and very much famous trial in the Indian history. So those people were remembered here, and that was the same venue, Lal Killa, where these trials ran. Now, Ministry of Defence data. Indian Navy coordinating largest ever coastal defense exercise. After 10 years, you see, when these attacks happened in Mumbai in 26th November 2008. It's 2008 only. Okay, so after 10 years, they are coordinating this largest ever exercise. It will be called Sea Vigil, and Vigil is the name that defines itself that it is going to be a vigilance for total coastline of India, which is in total more than 7516 kilometers if we add Andaman Nicobar and other islands also. So there is going to be There are going to be 13 coastal states and other union territories. They all will be stakeholders here, and all these state governments for these states, they all would be stakeholders. And it is going to be the largest ever. And the other exercise, which is conducted every 2 years by Navy, that is tropics. That is theater level readiness operational exercise. So tropics is the exercise which is for every 2 years by Indian Navy. So that's going on, and this sea vigil with this tropics is going to tackle the maritime security, total maritime security of the coastal India. So these two are going to be the most important exercises by Indian Navy. Okay, and you see this sea vigil is going to be building up towards the major theater level tri-service exercise. So this tropics is the tri-service exercise. Okay, and now this sea vigil is going on, and it's after 10 years of these Mumbai attacks, because the connection was from the coastal area. All these people, Kasab and all, they came from the coastal Mumbai only. Okay, and all these ministries of defense, home affairs, petroleum and other agencies, fishery, customs and central state governments, they all are going to be facilitating this particular move, and they all are stakeholders here. Okay, next data is a central organization for modernization of workshops. You see, it's a very important body under the Ministry of Railways. You see, whatever upgradation and machine tools, advanced tools which are manufactured here, this organization is providing the state of the art technology, and it is considered as a center of excellence under Ministry of Railways, and it has achieved best ever performance in the year 2018. Okay, so remember this, it is under Ministry of Railways. A lot of questions in the UPSC, they come from these organizations, nodal bodies or the attached offices of any ministries, and now it is recognized because it has given the best performance. So they may ask you this year about this COF MOW. Okay, next data is for JNPT, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust. That is the biggest container handling port in India, and it is also called Nhava Sheva, Mumbai. It is located in the Navi Mumbai actually. Okay, near the economical capital of India, that is city of Mumbai. So Ministry of Shipping has released this data that this particular port is listed among the world's top 30 container ports, and it is the only port from India that is coming under this list. And now JNPT launched their app service also, because it's so huge port and services are so vast. And you see, it was also in news 2 years back when they integrated the RFID technology, radio frequency ID technologies, where the chip or the code would be attached on these containers or these cargoes and all, and within the vicinity, if they are present, then their code would be recognized and they don't need to come in front of the sensor. So that was the news where the JNPT port was in focus 2 years back, but now it is going to be for the particular listing where it has appeared among the 30 top container ports of the world. Okay, so if I tell you regarding this JNPT, it's called Nhava Sheva famously because two villages are there, which are Nhava and Shiva. So there it is located, and it is located mainly famously in Navi Mumbai, that is located east to the city of Mumbai. Okay, now you see the location of city of Mumbai, it's totally on the coast, and Navi Mumbai is somewhat east to it. So through this Thane Creek, it is accessible. Okay, and the most important thing regarding this JNPT, it is the end of the western dedicated freight corridor, which is going till Delhi. And you see 2-lane railway corridors, they are going on for this western dedicated freight corridor, and you see it is totally dedicated for the freight services and the transportation services for goods. So that's why it's important, and it is ending here on this JNPT. Remember this. Next, Ministry of Home Affairs data. Again, we are going to discuss Subash Chandra Bose here, because they have declared a Apada Prabandhan Puraskar on the name of Subash Chandra Bose. It's a new award. It will be given for the services in the disaster management area in the aftermath of any disaster. Many organizations and individuals work silently but effectively to alleviate suffering of the affected population, but their work is not recognized. So to give them recognition, to give them some focus, this award would be very very important, and it would be given on the birth date of Subhash Chandra Bose on 23rd of January every year. Okay, and you see this year it is going to be given to 8th Battalion of National Disaster Response Force, NDRF Force 8th Battalion, which is located in the Ghaziabad near Delhi. Okay, so for the 2019 year, first time it is given to it. Now you see there is a NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority in India, and under it this disaster force is there, and this force is there at the central level as it is called NDRF, and these forces are also there in the states as they are called States Disaster Relief Forces. Okay, so these are the most important bodies working in the aftermath of any kind of disaster, any kind of natural disaster or any man-made disaster. You see these earthquakes, volcanoes, cyclones, or anything in the name of flooding or something like that, then these bodies are working with full dedication, and that's why this award is given to it. The next, data from Ministry of Finance. You see Cabinet has approved the creation of the National Bench of the Goods and Services Tax Appellate Tribunal, GSTAT. It was decided way back in July 18, where they said that there would be a national bench and there would be regional benches in India, and it would be in New Delhi. The national bench would be working as a second appeal in GST laws. You see there are provisions under the GST Act only, where appellate tribunals are given, and they are passing some decisions, and some authority, if it is given any kind of a verdict or a decision, then appeal would be lying with the benches, and it is going to be the first common forum of dispute resolution between center and the states, because a lot of issues will arise between center and the states, because there are separations. CGST is there, states GST is there, integrated GST is there, so many resolutions would be required. So this is going to be very very important, and you see these tribunals will ensure that there is a uniformity in a redressal of disputes arising under GST, because the main aim is one tax, one India, but due to some reasons one tax could not be possible, but the whole scheme, the whole procedure should be a uniform one all in whole India. Okay, so this is going to be important. And under section 109 of the chapter under CGST Act, it empowers the central government to constitute on the recommendation of GST Council. You see, GST Council is the main body which decides about all these GST slabs and any kind of inclusion or exclusion from this list. So it's a most important body. So by its recommendation only, central government can constitute these tribunals and the benches. So that's given under this act itself. So today this much data